I think what I'm probably most looking forward to is not talking about technology and talking more about learning, and finding the people who really understand a new culture of learning, rather than, I'm sure there'll be quite a lot of geeks about, but actually I'm more interested in the people who really know about pedagogy and how they utilise technology to stimulate creativity. So yeah, talking about learning. One has to be optimistic about the future. If you're not prepared to imagine a better future, then you're never going to make it. So I believe that optimism is a moral position, and that includes in everything from energy to politics to education. We need to imagine better, and if you're not prepared to do that, then I don't know why you're here. Making mistakes is okay, not trying is irresponsible, so be prepared to fail often and fail fast, and try not to be cynical. I think these are really important things. And also think like an engineer and not like a politician. Those would be 4 good ones, I think. That's a really good question, because I'm not sure schools are the right place to do learning. I get really frustrated where I see so many people still thinking of learning as a place, and actually we do our best learning before we ever go to an institution. Picasso said every child is an artist, the problem is you have to stay one as you grow up. And the reason we crush the creativity out of our children is because we generally send them to school where we split the world up into subjects. You can't ask that question because it's not on the curriculum. That it's just ridiculous. So the whole idea of a place where learning happens, to me, is a bit archaic as the world becomes more networked. And actually, it's a thing we do, not a place we go. Well, it's really interesting. I mean, one of the arguments is you don't change institutions you have, you're going to invent something better. So that's why I'm particularly interested in the online education area, because you're seeing people doing things online that would never have happened in the school. If you look at, for instance, the digital revolution as a kind of a trailer for the future, none of it was created by any of the incumbents. Skype wasn't invented by telecommunications companies, PayPal wasn't invented by a bank, and I don't think the new learning is going to be invented by an education department anywhere in the world, or even any of the established players, really. It's because, as Upton Sinclair said, it's very hard to get somebody to understand something when their salary depends on them not understanding it. And most people are currently rewarded within the old model of education, which we've had since about 1850, and they're not necessarily motivated to think about a new one. So I think what will happen is the innovations will come from outside of institutions, not within them.